is Ken Ferrie with this week's edition of Boots in the Field. Harvest brought to a halt here with the rain, but we did get a good lick in, and it looks like yields are staying strong. Our early beans in that 2.5, 2.9 range, quite a few of the plots are ranging from 60 to 80 bushel. Phenomenal beans coming out of there. It does look like as we get into these 3.1s to 3.4s that they're going to drift off a little from the highs, so we're going to start to see plots that we've taken off the last couple of days more in the 55 to 65 bushel range. The sudden depth fields are holding their own. We're seeing yields from 45 to 55 bushel, probably from 40 to 50 bushel with the white mold. But again, if we can hold these fields that had severe sudden depth damage in the 50 bushel range, I think I'm going to be happy with that. I'd have credited them for a lot less than that just 5-6 weeks ago, so they're hanging in there. Corn yields are staying strong. Moistures are coming down like a rock. So stuff that was 25% just 10 days ago is 15%, and that's something that we need to be aware of. Again, we got to recalibrate our yield monitors to make sure that we're getting accurate yield on these maps. Probably one area of concern that I'm seeing mainly in corn, but also in beans, I'm seeing just too much header loss. So as these moistures have come down, we got to respect that. We need to be checking not only every day, but every field, every hybrid to make sure that we're not shattering it at the head. We'd like to keep those head losses down. I'd like to hold the whole machine loss on corn to be between 1.5% and 2%. Less than 2% on soybeans, so that means that we're going to slow it down. Remember, when you're out there looking, if you see 2 kernels of corn per square foot, that's a bushel. A situation we'd like to have that down around a 2.5, 3 bushel loss at the head, not more than that. So again, if you got your 1 foot by 1 foot squares, throw them on the ground and do 2 or 3 counts, add them up. But typically what we're going to have to do, of course, is to slow the header down. To stop this loss, we're going to have to squeeze in those stripper plates. And I know you don't like to, but we're going to have to get out of the hydrostat. We're going to have to pull back a little on our harvesting speed itself. Beans are cutting tough. We got dry beans and we got green stems, and you have to be careful there for the shatter loss. Watch your ground speed as well. Keep your sickle sharp and keep your reel speed, running about 25% faster than your ground speed. And don't beat them up too hard with the reel. That reel should be leaving just as those beans are getting cut. Keep your shatter loss down in itself. Down corn is definitely becoming more of a hassle, and I want you guys to pay attention to that as these fields go down and you're struggling with them. Be sure you don't have 2 or 3 fields that are about ready to fall while you're spending a tremendous amount of time in one field trying to pick it up. In some cases, if we got other fields that are about to go down, we're going to be better off to leave that corn on the ground and go get the other stuff before it falls down, just based on efficiency. But some of this corn is falling flat, and it's pretty hard to pick up, so it's really slowed that process down. Getting good yield maps in there is going to be a challenge. We just got to get in there and get that corn out from that perspective. But again, don't be spending 3 days on one field and have 3 more fields fall down in the same time window. So make sure somebody's staying out again ahead of that combine and checking those fields to make sure that they're going to wait for you when you get there. Some of these hybrids are standing fine and they're going to be there for a while. Others are just, for some reason, coming apart. The good news is down corn doesn't mean down yields. Yields are staying strong, even in the down corn. So the situation is more of a environmental conditions and the amount of disease pressure. Remember, most of these stalk molds are water molds. Still been pretty light on ear damage as far as any type of toxins, so I think we're good there. We get back in next week, we're going to have to get after it again because this corn is going to continue to deteriorate on us, and it's out there. Again, check your header loss, guys. We've got this far with it. We might as well put it in the truck instead of leaving it on the ground. Watch your header losses per hybrid, per field, per day. Doesn't take long. Walk around behind that combine and kick around and see what you're doing. We try to keep that header loss down around 2%, for the whole machine loss around 2%. So giving up more than that, you need to be making some adjustments. Till next week, we'll keep it safe and keep at it.